Welcome to the 6th instalment of Fusion Fighting Championships Resolution. Once again, we are at Epsom Downs Racecourse. I'm Tim Radcliffe.
I'm Andy James.
And we will be taking you through the 14 action-packed fights for you tonight on the card. Andy, give us a bit of a heads up on what's going on tonight.
We've got a K1 middleweight, Reese Watson and Sean Rogers. It's going to be exciting. It's a real shame that Diego Vital is injured for the title fight tonight.
Indeed. Luckily, Stuart Davies has stepped up into Diego's place and will be taking on Dave Lee. Unfortunately, it won't be the full title tonight, it'll be the interim title belt. So hopefully the winner of this belt tonight will go on and face our true champion, hopefully next year.
Yeah, I spoke to Dave Lee earlier and he is raring to go, even for the interim title, until he can meet Diego Vital again.
Excellent. Anyway, let's move on to the fights and some action.
My name's Dan Lockheed, I'm aged 34, fighting out of Southwest Black Belt Academy in Ilminster, fighting K1, 3 2-minute rounds. I've watched a video of my opponent, Andrew Delve. He's a good kicker, but I believe my boxing skills will be enough to take me through to the win.
My name's Andrew Delve, I'm fighting out of Team Nova Forza. Looking forward to this fight. I don't really know much about my opponent, but I've trained hard. Like I would for any fight. Yeah, just looking to go out there and do the business.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is a welterweight K1 bout to be contested over 3 2-minute rounds. Making his way into the octagon, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Southwest Black Belt Academy. Please put your hands together for Dan Lockheed. His opponent this evening, making his way to the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, representing Nova Forza. Please put your hands together for Andrew Delve. Welterweight K1 bout to be contested over 3 2-minute rounds.
So, a welterweight K1 challenge, as you heard from MC Pierre Goulet, 3 2-minute rounds of action. Dan Lockheed, Southwest Black Belt Academy, against Andrew Delve from Nova Forza. And Josh, immediately you can see the height advantage of Delve, who we've seen fight here before.
We certainly have, Malcolm. A good performance put on by Delve on previous outings here on Fusion Fighting Championships, but as you mentioned, a very significant reach advantage for him.
And he immediately steps in, left and right, and a high roundhouse to the head. It didn't look much, and the biggest mistake for Lockheed, Josh, was getting straight back up.
Yeah, I think so. He could have taken an opportunity to rest a little there, but that high kick really wrapping right around the back of the head of Dan Lockheed.
And a good confident start from Andrew Delve, and he's using combinations nicely. Now Lockheed hasn't got a bad jab himself, but he's taking that punishment at range from Delve.
Yeah, Delve landing a couple of excellent shots to the body, a real searching straight right hand, and then that body kick. He's really showing versatility in his strikes early on here.
Well, Delve got in nicely on the inside there, but took a low kick to the calf. And to be honest, that's what Delve's got to do against, Lockheed's got to do against a man like Delve. Lockheed needs to get inside those long limbs and work in close. But at the moment, Andrew Delve's confidence is keeping him at the range he wants, which is going to be a big problem for Lockheed if this fight goes any distance.
Yeah, Delve just seems to be landing the much crisper strikes as we see a
sweet left hook that was, Josh, a sweet left hook. So he's been knocked down with a right roundhouse to the head and a left hook to the head. Very versatile is Delve.
Well, as we said, it's very hard for Lockheed to know which shots are coming at him at this rate, because Delve is throwing straight, he's throwing around the edges, and he's mixing the kicks and the upper body strikes.
Well, the problem for Lockheed, as you can see, he's staying at the range that suits Andrew Delve down to the ground. There's no attempt here to change it up to get inside, and it's even more dangerous when you start to come through with the rear leg.
He's moving back in straight lines as well. Delve's really got to start circling off. Lovely knee against the cage from Delve there.
Well, this is the problem for Lockheed. He's fighting totally at Delve's range. He's going back, as you said, in straight lines, and he's staying there. He's a target. Now, this first round was so dominant because the fight was fought totally in Andrew Delve's comfort zone.
I think that's a fair comment, Malcolm. Andrew Delve is really just taking the upper hand here. Lockheed, I think he's been caught twice now by that left hook, and it's really going to have to start putting something together in the second round.
So Josh, as we were saying between the rounds, Dan Lockheed really needs to change tactics here. He either needs to be skipping right out of range or coming in really close to negate the work that Delve has done, because at the moment everything has been fought at the range that Delve is comfortable with.
There was something about the body language of the two fighters, Malcolm, as they ended that minute in the corner and came out for the round. Delve just looking ultimately far more confident, as he well should be at this stage.
Well, he's changed tactic again. He really is banging those kicks into the legs of Dan Lockheed, which, when we're talking about the mobility needed by him, will curtail that even more. So it's clever tactics by Delve, because Lockheed hasn't got bad boxing skills. He's just being outgunned at the moment.
Yeah, Delve swinging with a lot of intention, and again the straight right hand finding the target. Really is a problem for Lockheed that he's not circling at all. He's just getting driven back against the cage, and of course then there's nowhere to go.
Well, I've got to be honest, Josh, if one more of these, and I'd be tempted to stop it as the referee. He's been down twice already in this round. No counts, but the rest had a good look at him.
Some very nice, sorry Malcolm, there's some very nice parrying from Delve with that right hand, just seeing the incoming jab, parrying it away, and immediately launching an assault straight back at Lockheed.
Well, this is the thing for Lockheed. Every time something meaningful lands, you get the feeling he's going to go. And this time I'm sure it's going to be it. Now, if I was the referee, this would be it for me. I'd say, you've had enough, son. Every time he lands soundly, Lockheed hits the canvas.
Yeah, I think good decision by the referee. Good call as well. Malcolm, a very good victory for Andrew Delve.
Well, let's get two things straight. Dan Lockheed seemed a perfect opponent for him, staying at his range slightly shorter. But when you've got technical advantages, you've got to know how to use them. And that's what impressed me about Andrew Delve. He realised his advantages, used them perfectly. And let's be honest, Josh, every time he hit home, it was hard and looked like he would stop the man.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner in the second round at a time of 1 minute and 38 seconds. By way of TKO, please put your hands together for the red corner, Andrew Delve. And a big round of applause for his opponent this evening, Dan Lockheed. Sponsored by Bookham Carpet Company and Ivor Recycling. It's a lightweight pro mixed martial arts bout to be contested over 3 5-minute rounds. Now making his way to the octagon, fighting out of the blue corner. Please put your hands together for Andy Elliott. And now, making his way to the octagon, fighting out of the red corner and representing Nova Forza. Please put your hands together for Grzegorz Jankowski. This is a lightweight pro mixed martial arts bout to be contested over 3 5-minute rounds.
Keep yourself protected, okay? Listen to me.
Right, pro MMA at lightweight, 3 5-minute rounds. Andy Elliott from ETC Canterbury against Grzegorz Jankowski from Nova Forza. And at the weight, this is a formidable young fighter.
Yeah, he certainly is. He's always puts on a very impressive performance here, and he seems incredibly calm. He's saying hello to his friends in the crowd right before the start of this bout.
And Andy Elliott went to take the fight to him. They both landed, and just the jab from Grzegorz pushed Andy Elliott back. And as you said, he looks remarkably relaxed, and that's showing fluidity as well in his movement and his boxing.
Yeah, but Andy Elliott coming forward, showing the intent to strike with Grzegorz, but a good change of level and in on the trip takedown for Jankowski.
Yes, I think Grzegorz had a look, thought, Andy Elliott's pretty tasty upright, not bad punches, took him straight down.
Yeah, but it shows the versatility, doesn't it? He was willing to exchange on the feet and then opting for plan B here. Looking to pass the guard, nice knee cut through pass, just not quite able to secure the upper body on the way through. Oh, stepping over to mount very nicely and immediately looking to just secure his position, hold this base for a few moments. Plenty of time to work here.
Yes, that's the problem for Andy Elliott. He looked good upright, very tight guard, exchanged well with Grzegorz Jankowski. Grzegorz took him down, pinning the arm now, or trying to
see if Grzegorz has got the transition to the back or the arm bar. Andy Elliott's really got to try and keep the weight stacked forward. He could do with putting his left leg up behind the back of Jankowski to really maintain that stack.
Awkward moments for him though, for Elliott, Jankowski.
Yeah, Jankowski needs to really ideally uncross his feet and really curl that right leg as tight as he can, but he's just about getting some extension on the arm here. Belly down armbar.
Elliott refusing to give in at the moment though, Josh.
Yeah, he's having to roll though. Great resilience, and if he can step over the top here, he's going to get out of this armbar attempt. Well, the cage is really going to help him here if he can drop his weight down. Needs to be careful about standing up and pulling away. The problem is, of course, Malcolm, you give your opponent that bit of space and he needs to really extend his hips and engage those back muscles. Jankowski, you see, straightening his legs, but he just needs to curl that right calf over the head and really try and snap the neck.
Well, at the moment, you saw Andy Elliott equally calm and defensive, looking to his corner, listening to them now. You can see even now, he's looked up twice more to listen to his corner for advice how to get out of this.
Yeah, a few anxious moments for him initially, but he's regained some form of composure here. And this is really going to test Jankowski, and you know, is his game plan really the best here? He's stacked up in a fairly uncomfortable position for quite an extended period of time, and good knees coming in now from Andy Elliott.
It's important to know when to give up on a submission attempt, isn't it? Just as much as to know when you can still get it.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I was trying to get at, but he's hanging on in here and he's switching over for the triangle, trying to come back up in top position, and exactly as you said, Malcolm, he realised that perhaps this armbar wasn't going anywhere, and he's earned himself another good solid top position here.
But excellent resilience from Elliott there. Kept his composure and got out of the situation.
Yeah, very, very impressive. The way his guard was passed and he was mounted, I was very fearful that armbar might be the end of the fight for him, but tremendous resilience, and still very much in this one.
Yes, Jankowski has done his best here, but Elliott again, very calmly looking at his corner before he ties his man up again.
Jankowski with some good head position, trying to stay tight. He's going to be looking to pull out the elbow or the wrist and stop Andy Elliott from posting and walking back to his feet.
And Elliott's just saying their knee to the head while you know the limbs are down.
Which shows how cognitive he is. He's still very much aware of what's going on, and Jankowski opting to step back and get back to the feet here, and I think Andy Elliott will be very pleased with this scenario here.
Yes, moving his head nicely, looking for his own shots. He lived with Jankowski upright, and Jankowski knows this. And we must say that heavy musculature at lightweight for Gregors, he's expended a lot of energy in those submission attempts in this first round.
He certainly has. He's landing some good strikes, but Andy Elliott with a bit of a resurgence here at the end of the round.
Yes, 3 heavy shots from Andy Elliott of his own.
Well, I don't think he wants to spend too much time tied up here with Gregors. I think really that last 30 seconds has showed us exactly what Andy Elliott needs to be looking to do at the start of the second round.
I think overall, though, it's fair to say he lost the first round because of the amount of submission attempts and the control by Jankowski. But as you said, Josh, that last 30 seconds is a clear game plan for the second round.